Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Baba clearly explains this is the time to make your fortune, and Baba says that this knowledge is the basis to make your fortune elevated. Then Baba says that once your fortune becomes elevated, then the world also will be benefited. Baba asks, what is the elevated fortune of you children, on the basis of which you come to know the fortune of the whole world. Baba says to become the spinners of the discus of self-realization is to make your fortune elevated, and the greatest fortune is of the Lakshmi and Narayan. Baba says that the souls of Lakshmi and Narayan, they have made such an elevated actions in their previous births that they got this position in the golden age. The essence of the Murli is, sweet children, become introverted and remain busy in this study. Constantly continue to follow Srimad and your fortune will become elevated. Baba says, if you constantly continue to follow Srimad, and your fortune will become elevated. This is the time to make your fortune. Question: what is the elevated fortune of you children, on the basis of which you come to know the fortune of the whole world? I repeat, what is the elevated fortune of you children, on the basis of which you will come to know the fortune of the whole world? Answer: to become a spinner of the discus of self-realization is the highest fortune of all. You Brahmins have now become spinners of the discus of the self-realization. You know your own fortune and the fortune of the whole world. Baba has come to make the fortune of you children as valuable as a diamond. What kind of fortune does God make? Remain aware that God Himself is teaching you to make your fortune, and your fortune will continue to rise. And Baba says the easiest way to make your fortune elevated, that who is making your fortune elevated. Then your fortune continues to increase. The song, you are the fortune of tomorrow. The world will be proud of you. Om Shanti. You children heard a few words of the song. You should become intoxicated about your fortune as soon as you hear it. The intoxication is imperishable and should never decrease. When someone is a wealthy millionaire, he has the intoxication day and night that he is very wealthy and has a lot of property. Baba says that even you can recognize them through the appearance, through their dresses, everything. Baba says in the same way, even you children should have the intoxication that who is teaching you and what he is making you into. There is intoxication of their wealth. So the Father is the one who makes your fortune. Your fortune is lost at the moment. You can judge whether your fortune is worth a shell or a diamond. The unlimited Father sits personally in front of you and makes your fortune. You can see this and also you know it. Can you see the Supreme Soul and do you know Him? You children know that you are souls. Although you cannot see a soul, you have the faith that you are a soul. Each of you resides in the center of your forehead. At this time, you souls have to become soul conscious. The one residing in this body is called a soul, which is separate from a body. You souls have the pride that Supreme Soul has come to meet you. Baba says that when children take birth to their father, they become heirs. Some receive a fortune worth a few pennies, and others don't receive anything, they just take birth. Some people have 5-6 children. When they have low paid jobs, they understand that it was there in their fortune. They see others and think they have so many palaces, crowns, and thrones. In their fortune, there is a variety of fortunes for human beings. The fortune of all the children in a single family is not, it's not same. They all have different fortunes. So now you know your fortune and for which fortune you are now making effort. Human beings make effort for wealth and happiness. When wealthy people fall ill, they receive treatment from good doctors. They believe that they would receive good treatment because of their wealth. Therefore, it's a matter of wealth. You are making a great fortune by following Srimad. Baba says that we children are the only ones who are making our fortune elevated. No one else in the world can have. You children know that Baba is making your fortune the highest on the high because he himself is the highest on high. You are now sitting personally in front of Baba. You are personally sit in front of the mother and father. You are now sitting personally in front of him. You are sitting in the home of the mother and father. Those who are kings and queens understand that they had performed such actions that they received fortune to rule the kingdom. When they look at the picture of Lakshmi and Narayan, you know that they definitely make their fortune in their previous birth. You have received this wisdom. It is you who knows that they have received their fortune because of the actions made in the previous birth. It doesn't enter the intellects of the human beings how all of those wealthy people received their fortune. It would be said that they had performed such actions in their past births that they become so wealthy. This is the fruit of their karma. You need to experience happiness and sorrow based on the actions you perform. This thing, the philosophy of the karma is unique. Whatever human beings receive, it's according to the past actions. You can compare the fortune of the highest of high, Lakshmi and Narayan. They became the masters of the golden age, who created their karma in such a way that they became the masters of the world. You now know the whole cycle. Now we all know about the cycle. You Brahmins now have become spinners of the discus of self-realization. Other Brahmins would not be the spinners of the discus of self-realization. They are Brahmins and you too are Brahmins, but you know that you are true Brahmins, the mouth-born creation of Brahma. So surely Brahma too would be someone's child. He is Shiv Baba's child. Shiv Baba is the creator. He has no father of his own. You know that you are true Brahmins, the mouth-born creation of Brahma. Surely the Brahma too would be someone's child. He is Shiv Baba's child. He has no father of his own. Therefore, the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul is making your fortune. Your fortune is made by the Father, not by your maternal or paternal uncles. Yet, for some, it's created by them if they adopt you. You children have also been adopted according to the drama as you were in the previous cycle. No one is higher than he is. Prajapita Brahma also has so many children. What inheritance would he receive from the father? You understand that Shiv Baba is the father of all souls and the Brahma is the father of all living beings. You therefore become brothers and sisters. At the beginning of the golden age, it was the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan, also the residents of heaven. I made their fortune so elevated. You children have the secret in your intellects that it was Shiv Baba alone who made their fortune so elevated. They experienced their fortune and completed 84 births. They are now making that same fortune once again. You have this knowledge in your intellects. No one except the ocean of knowledge Shiv Baba can explain to you. Such a father is so lovely. The father says, you children too are lovely. I order you to practice remembering me constantly so that your sins are absolved. You know that Shiv Baba is personally sitting in front of you. Baba says that the Father has explained that I am constantly incorporeal. My name is always Shiva. I don't enter a corporeal form and take rebirth. I have come. You know who is talking to you. Your intellect should go above. The incorporeal Supreme Father, Supreme Soul is the ocean of knowledge. He is the one who is making your fortune. Heavenly God, the Father, would establish heaven, would he not? You know how the Father is personally speaking to you through the body of Brahma. He says, beloved children, the drama is now coming to an end. The soul listens to him, and the soul knows that this is right. The Father says, remember me as much as possible. I have given you the knowledge of the whole world cycle. Some are able to imbibe this very well, and others forget. You are the incorporeal Supreme Father, Supreme Soul. He is the ocean of knowledge. He is the one who is making your fortune. Heavenly God, the Father, would establish heaven, would he not? You know how the Father is personally speaking to you through the body of Brahma. He says, beloved children, the drama is now coming to an end. The soul listens to him. The soul knows that is right. Father says, remember me as much as possible. I have given you the knowledge of the whole world cycle. Some are able to imbibe this very well, others forget. Baba says, you are sitting here and he is giving you the nectar of the knowledge, that is, he is teaching you this knowledge. Shiv Baba is sitting personally in front of you. He doesn't enter the birth and the rebirth. Your name, form, land and time continue to change birth after birth. You always receive different features. These are such deep and subtle matters. You souls repeatedly shed your bodies and take others. In your next birth, you will not have the same forms that you have now. The features of one birth cannot be the same as those in another birth. Souls shed their bodies and take others, so their activity, thoughts all change. The soul has to play many different parts. He plays his parts with different names, forms, places, times and activities. His activity continues to change. Sometimes it is that of a king, at other times it's of a pauper. It isn't that he would sometimes become a dog and cat, no. Baba says that now you know that you are making effort to become princess and princesses in the future. You are changing from human beings into deities. This Mama and Baba are also making effort. Then in the future they will become Lakshmi and Narayan. To the extent we make effort to make our fortune, accordingly we will receive a lot of happiness. There is such a huge income. Those people study for temporary happiness and become barristers in this birth. There is no question of anyone for their next birth. In that too, it's not certain whether they will become that or not. You understand that you will definitely go into the heaven in the future. You will then be called deities. You must never forget that you will definitely claim your inheritance of the peacock throne. Baba says that you will definitely be seen by becoming the highest on high. Baba says that Baba says that definitely you will be seen by becoming highest on high. The God, the Father is teaching you that to intellects your in this definitely enters your intellects. We are studying very well and creating our rewards for 21 births. To the extent you make effort at this time, you will accordingly make your fortune elevated. This fortune will remain permanent cycle after cycle. This is why you should make good effort for your fortune. Your fortune is very elevated. You have a lot of happiness. Although some people here may have millions, they don't have happiness worth even a pennies. There, you will experience your reward very peacefully and comfortably. Here, so many natural calamities continue to come. In just a short time, many will go bankrupt. Baba says that people will continue to die. All the people are insured. What will insurance companies be able to do that? Look what happened at Hiroshima. So many people died. The insurance companies also went bankrupt. The same will happen here too. Everyone will die. To whom would the insurance companies give money then? Baba asks who would light the flame for the others. Human beings have so much blind faith. Eminent people are given so much respect. Rishis and Munis are considered to be higher than them. Although they don't believe in religion, they definitely would bow down to the sannyasis. Baba says that they would go to the holy men and prostrate them to be elevated and pure. Sages would not prostrate themselves in front of them because they consider the peacock feather in the crown on my hand. The father says, "My beloved children, I salute you, children. You are the peacock feathers in the crown on my head. You will become the masters of the world. You are also the masters of Brahma. You are double masters." Baba says, you are the double masters. I am the single master of just Brahman. No one apart from the Father can explain these things. Therefore, you should remember such a Father from whom you would receive such an inheritance. The father says, look, so many children go from here and they don't even write a letter to the Father for 6 months. Oh, you don't write a letter to the Lord of life, the beloved Father, who is lovelier than life itself. When a wife writes a letter to her husband, she writes Parameshwar, the Lord of Pran, the living beings, is the one Father, and so and so. In fact, none of them is Parameshwar, only the one Father is Praneshwar, that is the one who just fills the Pran, the life. The God of all Pran, that is living beings, is one Father. He says, Praneshwar children, that is the children of God who saves your life. Children too say, Praneshwar Baba, Baba who saves our lives. This name has been invented here. It's only in Bharat that they write Praneshwar, Praneshwari, but they are not actually that. Only the Father gives the donation of life. The Father says, when you belong to me, no one can cause you sorrow. It is souls that take sorrow. This soul feels that the Father explains with so much love. The soul remembers him and praises him. You also remember Mama so much. Those who serve many others very well receive such a high status. Just as Baba has made us, so we have to make others the same. You attain such great property, that is the kingdom of heaven. There we remain so wealthy that we build temples of golds and diamonds. There they show a play about Maya, the magician. This one saw that there were some gold bricks lying there in the subtle region and thought that he would bring them back down. In your visions, you see palaces of diamonds and jewels in heaven. You see gold mines and you feel that you should bring a little of that back home. You can't find gold in the subtle region. Gold exists in paradise. Baba says that you know that when you are here, you will go to the mines of your Vimans and come back with your Vimans full of gold. There are so many big gold bars built which no one can loot and fire cannot burn. Even now, wealthy people have gold. Bharat definitely has to keep gold and silver. So you will receive all of that in your hands in the future. Bombs are dropped from airplanes for destruction, and those things will automatically become instrumental of your happiness. Those things existed in the golden age, then they disappeared. They have now been invented again. You know how you will go bring back things from mines. All the mines will become new. Now they are old. Therefore, you should claim your full fortune from the Father who created such fortune. You should not be careless about this. Remember the Father and your inheritance. The Father says, have attachment to the one alone. Remember heaven. To the sweetest, beloved, long last, now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the Mother, Father, and Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children also say, offer love and remembrance and say good morning to the Mother, Father, and Bap Dada. The essence for Dharana is first one. Don't be careless about making your fortune elevated. Follow Srimad well and on the basis of studying, make your fortune elevated. Second, stay in remembrance of the Father, Praneshwar, and donate life to everyone. Save everyone's life, never make anyone unhappy. Today's Vardhan. May you be a conqueror of the matter with your stage of a master and be garlanded with the garlands of cooperation. Today's blessing. May you be a conqueror of the matter with your stage of a master and be garlanded with the garlands of cooperation. Matter is now invoking you, masters. Everyone, the elements of nature are creating upheaval. Where you are the masters of matter, matter will serve you as your servant. You simply have to become the conquerors of the matter, and matter will garland you with the garlands of cooperation. When you Brahmins, who are the conquerors of matter, step or wherever you stay, there will not be any damage there. Storms will come, there will be earth tremors. However, outside it will be like a crucifix, whereas it's inside it's like a throne. Everyone will come running to you for a physical and subtle support. Slogan: in order to experience alaukic happiness and sweetness of the mind, stay in the stage of Manmanabhav.